All right. Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you can all hear me out there. Let me know if you can't. If you can see me and not hear me, or hear me and not see me, please let me know in the chat. I am keeping an eye on it. Once again, I'll remind you I am by myself, though, so we'll have to make do. I did get some feedback last session that the game audio might be a little bit low, so I believe I've cranked that up a little bit. So let me know if it's too high, all that good stuff. Those of you that are returning visitors, welcome back. We're going to pick up right where we left off. Those of you that are just tuning in for the first time, that's great, because you picked a good day to start. So let's jump right back in. When we last left our hero, we had deposited the 4 Lord Souls in the Lord Vessel, opening the gateway to the Kiln of the First Flame, where Gwyn once linked the fire to prolong the Age of Fire at the expense of humanity.
Oh. The Lord Vessel is satiated, magnificent. You are the righteous successor to Gwyn, the new great lord, and I am Kingseeker no more. Your acquaintance was an honor. I must admit, I am fond of you humans. May you enjoy serendipity, and may the Age of Fire perpetuate.
Cool. Those little flaps on his face move in an interesting way, huh? Yeah. Alright. So he's pretty happy. We did what he wanted. Now, let us take a little trip. Yeah, we'll do that. So yes, we have essentially completed the main game at this point, aside from that final area, which isn't too large. There is a DLC, though, that we're going to get to, just to kind of spoil you a little bit. So we're going to have to do some specific things first to get there. As you might expect, in typical Dark Souls fashion, the DLC is extremely well hidden in the game. If you don't look up how to find it, I don't know how you would. Which I just think is extra funny because, you know, back in the day you would have had to pay a little bit extra to get that added to your game. And then, you know, if you had something against looking things up, it would be a whole extra challenge to even find the thing you just bought. Pretty happy with the Eastern armor set we're working with right now. Not sure if I'm going to switch that up in the future. It may depend on how many level ups I have left to get and how high my endurance goes. If I find that I can switch over to an armor set that's slightly heavier without any real penalties and I still like the look of it, then I may go with that. But I'm not sure yet if that will be possible or not. Yeah, because pretty happy with the performance on this armor. Pretty reasonable defense considering its weight. And of course the style. We must always respect Fashion Souls. We're going to take a gamble that the time finding this ring and putting it on will be worth the time saved running through the water. There he is. I swung by here much earlier just looking for this guy and he wasn't here yet, so whatever it is that makes him appear, I hadn't gotten that far yet. Oh wow. He's a dodgy little guy. We got him. Take that. Oh, hello. We get a reward.
So, 'tis thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulasil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulasil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
We'll try it.
My heartfelt thanks.
It could be the same voice actor.
Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
She was a ghost. So that was step one in the very obscure path to the DLC. You have to go check out that. You have to go check out that random little nook in the cave there, where there are no other items. And if you visit it earlier in the game, you will find nothing there and assume there's nothing there, and move on. But no, you come back much later. You fight that gold crystal, and you talk to the lady, and then she talks about leaving her sign to summon her, which is very weird, actually. Because she's not talking about a regular summon sign like something that Solaire talks about. She's talking about this sign that goes right here. This is her sign. And you don't summon her as a phantom. I mean, she appears and she makes the sound of a phantom, but she's just apparently like here in the flesh, you know? She's not a white phantom or a gold phantom or a red phantom or a blue phantom. Or a purple phantom, or a black phantom. None of those phantoms.
I am Dusk of Ulasil. It is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow thine wishes.
A gesture. The proper bow. Great. Okay. She's got some pretty cool stuff, actually. We haven't put any points into intelligence, so we cannot cast any of these, unfortunately. And I don't think we're going to need any of them, but they are pretty nifty. There's a lot of cool tricks here. For example, Hidden Body. Ancient sorcery of the lost land of Ulasil. Turn body nearly invisible. Although perfect invisibility is unachievable due to the risk of dissipation, the caster need only stand still for a moment to blend into environs with astounding camouflage. Cast Light, just a way to get a light source, much like the Sunlight Maggot, but in the form of a spell, so that's pretty cool. This light-producing sorcery is elementary, but nonetheless demonstrates the achievements in mysticism of Ulasil. Such magic has not been developed even in Vinheim. And you can see, actually, there is a definite distinction between these sorceries and the sorceries we've been familiar with so far. Things like Soul Arrow and Magic Shield and, you know, the few sorceries that I picked up along the way. Generally, they're all some shade of blue, and there's like a blue styling to them. Whereas these are very, like, yellow and white, and that reflects sort of the different origin that they have. Repair is a spell that just lets you repair your equipment without spending souls at a bonfire, that's fine. Chameleon lets you transform into like an ordinary object, like a vase, and then you can move around. It's actually like hilarious, especially during invasions and stuff. I think this spell is in every game, usually a big hit. Hidden Weapon makes your weapon invisible, so that's pretty cool. So a lot of the spells here are associated with the manipulation of light. And she sells a particular catalyst. Not really important. Okay.
For a very long time, I was trapped within the crystal golem. From my home I was taken and banished to a plane of distortion. It was there that thou came to my rescue, long after I had relinquished all hope. So gleeful was I. My faith reneweth.
Okay.
The sorceries of Ulasil differ from the magic of thine age. It is difficult to explain. Ulasil's sorceries are, what doth one say? They're somewhat of an approximation. Thine sorceries are more straightforward, negating all but thyself. Dost thou not find some fascination in these discrepancies? The sorcery that dost thou not?
Okay.
If thou art in need, pray summon me again. I wish to be of assistance. May the flames guide thee.
So yeah, she doesn't fight or anything when you summon her. You just summon her as like a merchant or an NPC that can talk to you. So already like very unique in her behavior. This will be a bit of a jog, but I think this is the best path. Because we need to go somewhere else. Step 3 in the convoluted path to the DLC. As far as I know, there are just absolutely no hints in the game whatsoever about this next part. But so far, we had to check out an inconspicuous little cave that is empty for most of the game to find that golem there, and then the lady falls out, and then we talk to her, and then we have to find her summon sign, which isn't placed where you first talk to her. It's placed in the same area, but in some other part of it, and we talk to her. And that, I believe, is what triggers the next part, and I forgot to push the lever. It's good. It's going to take even longer. I'm just going to have to stretch my story out more. So that allows us to proceed to the next part that we're working towards at the present moment, which will take us all the way back to the Duke's Archives, where we will encounter a seemingly non-hostile enemy that has something very important. And so yeah, Dusk of Ulasil, the girl, she never mentions the Duke's Archives. She doesn't reference them in any way that I picked up on. I mean, the Duke's Archives is a place associated with sorceries, and she sells a different type of sorcery. So I suppose if you were really desperate to connect some dots, you might have an idea to check out the Duke's Archives, but that's really grasping. I mean, the crystal golem that you found her trapped in comes from the Duke's Archives, so I mean, there are shreds of evidence when you think about it. But no one says anything that makes this apparent. Hey, buddy. Don't mind us. I don't even need your souls. You can keep them. You did a good job. You're a good guard. He's going to be in trouble with his supervisor. The boars are gone! Hooray! The first one is, anyway. I'm assuming the other one is. Yes. Yeah, I don't think that bonfire is warpable, or else I'm a silly person. I wasted a lot of time. But I didn't see it in the list. There is one called the Duke's Archives, but it's not this bonfire. I do like these elevators a lot. These elevators are really cool. The railings and like the big platform. Like, if more elevators were this size, moving would be so easy. Like, throw your couch on one side and your mattress on the other side and just get it all in one trip. Ah! Oh, I will be upset if I die here. I will be very upset. There's our buddy. He's quite focused on whatever he is looking at. Some kind of astrolabe, perhaps. Okay. Yes. And we get the broken pendant. And this guy gets a cheap shot. Now he's dead. Okay, we got the broken pendant. I think we're safe to look at it. Should be here. Half of a broken stone pendant. The vine appears to originate from Oolacile. A powerful magic can be sensed from this ancient stone, yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air consisting of both reverence and nostalgia. So, a whole lot of fluff there on the description. But nothing about the actual function of that pendant. Notice. Let's see. Is it actually faster to go that way? Let's try it. Just see a little bit more of the world. And at worst, it won't be that much longer than the other path. Because we're actually now headed back to where we met Dusk. For no reason other than I know what to do. You could probably, logically conclude that, like, oh, this item description mentions Oolacile, and Dusk is the only person I know from that place. Maybe I should go show this to her. And if you thought that way, you'd be at least on the right track. Still wouldn't be actually correct, though. Now, if you're not familiar with the DLC we're headed towards and all that, the way I've been talking about it so far, kind of griping about how hard it is to find, how obscure it is in the world, it may sound like I'm not looking forward to the DLC, but that is not true. DLC is excellent, and we are going to have a good time with it. Well, you're going to have a good time with it. It remains to be seen if I will. We will see how that goes when we get there. Back to old Havel's room. Ah, memories. Okay, we're in the Darkroot Basin once again. We entered here from a different direction this time. That's okay. If this game has done its job well, you should have a pretty good mental map of this region by now, because we've zigzagged and crisscrossed through it so many times. All of its beautifully interwoven paths and vistas. Fought a Hydra here. Now it's gone. Dusk's sign is also gone. So if you came back here to do that, you'd be like, oh, well, shit. I think I almost walked into my death there. Just gonna back away from that drop-off point. Just hug the wall on the left side. Okay, so we revisit where the golem was, and the golem's gone, but there is something else going on here. Looks like an item and whatever that is. Let's see if we can get that item first. I actually don't know if you can. Oh, you can. Okay. That's Dusk's outfit. Cool. Now, what happens if we go here and examine? Welcome to Sanctuary Garden. Let's mix it up. Ah, a fog gate. The rock. The rock is no more. Ah, the guardian of this sanctuary. That move staggers you really bad if you get hit. Alright, we need to get it together. He's quick. I'm not wearing the right ring. I blame the chat for this. So many Estus. Estises. Esti. Ooh, instantly poisoned. Just takes one, folks. We're gonna have to weather that. Oh. Already poisoned, sucker. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh. 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 Okay. Yeah, I kept this ring on. No, I needed the Chloranthy ring. I was missing best ring. But we did it anyway. Which way did I come in? I think I came in from there. I'm gonna go this way. Whew. First try. He can be a tough customer. I'm glad we're off to a good start here. Yeah, this looks new. Oh yeah, I don't remember stairs. Okay. The Oolacile Sanctuary. And it's a bonfire. It's a nice place. Nice place. Let's get rid of that poison. Ah. And we got a level. More endurance. Become giant. Okay. Now fortunately this one doesn't seem to have any arms for punching or legs for walking.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness, but Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior?
I guess.
Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary. Something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Oolacile.
Okay. Sells repair powder and gold pine resin, as well as more of these spells. I think these are all the same that Dusk sold. Yes, those are the same. Okay.
Thou shalt see further on, an abyss was begat of the ancient beast, and threatens to swallow the whole of Ulasil. Knight Artorius came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark. Without doubt he will be swallowed by the abyss, overcome by its utter blackness. Indeed, the abyss may be unstoppable. Still, I have faith that Princess Dusk may be rescued yet. Thou shalt see an night without still. May the flames guide thee.
So, we just got a direct reference to Knight Artorius, one of the 4 Knights of Gwyn, who has been mentioned before in passing in the past tense in other parts of the game. And this is, I think, our first real clue of what's happened here. We've actually gone back in time. We are in an age when the Knights of Gwyn are still very present in the world, and Knight Artorius was dispatched to deal with this outbreak of the Abyss in the land of Ulasil. You may recognize portions of this area, because this is actually meant to be a, in the same physical location as a lot of the Darkroot Garden area and the associated forest. So you may recognize some similarities in the landscape, although it is mostly pretty vague. Also, I killed some, like, scarecrow things. Outbreak of the Abyss. Are you sure that's not taken? Try Googling it and see what comes up. Okay, this location right in here is a shortcut that we have not activated yet. That's right. Checking. Yes, there is something up here. Guardian Gauntlets. Cool. That's the Guardian Gauntlets we just picked up is a piece of an armor set that's scattered around here. It is an extremely heavy armor set. It is the armor set worn by these big boys. I cannot stress enough how serious these guys are. They are so dangerous. These guys are just, you know, goofs by comparison. Oh. Ah ha ha. Ooh. Alright. Alright, yeah. There are an awful lot of inhabitants around here. Outbreak is an album by a band called The Abyss. What year was it released? If it was after 2011, they got it from this game. Okay. It is not necessary to fight all of these guys. I don't really want to. But maybe I have to now. At least these two. Okay. One-on-one. Oh! Oh, no! Sneaky side attack. Am I backing up against something? Oh, just some trees. Okay. Yep, they can do that. Okay, when it's 2-on-1, that's when it's time. That's when you know. Oh, drops into it. Nice! I heard you coming from your awkward pitter-patter footsteps. Oh. Alright. 2005, okay. Oh no! Wonder how much Great Combustion does to this guy. I'm just gonna try it. That's pretty good damage. Okay, so they don't seem to have any huge fire resistance, which is good. Yeah, FromSoft just loves to, they love to steal concepts all over the place. They're notorious for it. A lot of Dark Souls is just Berserk. That's all it is. But they do it with love, so you can't be mad at them. That's how it works. Yep, here we go. Get over here. Whoop! Ooh, that was close. Also close. Good dodge, Jake. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They didn't take anything out. All the covenants are there for sure. Yeah, you missed the cat lady already. We did take care of that. Ah, it's a party. Oh, come on. Okay. This DLC is pretty tough. I think it's intended that you come here very close to the end of the game. It's not locked away until you're at the end. You can get there a bit earlier. You can get here a bit earlier, but I definitely wanted to save it for right near the end because it will kick your ass. Hey, there's one of the reasons it'll kick your ass. Right there. Hi, buddy. We'll see you later. Aw. I feel like I just fell for a trap and I wasn't supposed to fall down here. Oh well. There are some unusual gaps in the ground. Also, notice this odd, like, black-blue slime crap here, and this, like, smoldering, gross pit. This is the Abyss. This is what it does. It gradually consumes the world. As only an Abyss can. That's something you gotta jump. Do I care? I don't think so right now. I think I need to care about that. Where'd you come from? Fire does seem good here. That's lucky. Whoa! Wait your turn. One more over there. Alright, we got something here. That's fine. Well, I think I can get... I think there's an item down there. Yeah, and we're gonna leave him. Yes. Elizabeth's mushroom. Hooray. You almost got the drop on me. Yeah, it turns out I am gonna pick up a bunch of the items. Oh! Ooh! Ha oh! Ooh! Ha! Oh! Ooh! Almost got me. You almost... Oh, you got me, Abyss! You got me! Damn! Got a little greedy. Oh, you know what? You know what is probably a good idea? Let's kindle this bonfire. Oh boy, that was funny. I need to be wearing a collared shirt when I stream for that reason. Let's take advantage of that right of kindling that we earned from Pinwheel in that super tough fight and get all the way to 15. Should be the limit. Unless... no, because we start at 5 on this bonfire, so yeah, it can only go up to 15. If it were a bonfire with a dedicated firekeeper, it would start at 10, and we could bring it up to 20. You can learn how this game works if you try hard enough. It doesn't make it easy, though. Okay, so we're going to try the running strategy now. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Goodbye, goodbye. You can't cross the bridge. It's probably not true. I can still hear the footsteps, but I think they're getting further away. Maybe the geometry will confuse them. How many souls did I drop? Let's see. Huh, some. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. And the helmet. Oh, someone fell off. I got some souls. Okay. Okay, let's carefully navigate back to the forwards path. Oh, we've been invaded. We have been invaded. And if they catch us, it's probably all over. So, it's time to make a break for it. Look at these guys. They're trimming the trees. Look at... That's hilarious. Oh. Oh no, this was not worth it at all. Oh, there's so many of them. Oh no. Oh, that's a crystal lizard. Oh, no time for that now. Oh no. Oh, what's happening? Oh, what's happening? Oh no. Oh, the Phantom died. Well, that makes me feel a bit better. Ah ha ha. Oh no. Oh no! Oh, we're gonna try. Oh, we're gonna try, guys. I thought that was where I needed to go, but I don't think it was. Unless I didn't step on the little rune in the center. Is that it? Did I just not step on the... Did I just not call the elevator properly? That was probably it. Okay. You're all alone. You made a mistake. Okay. Yes, I just didn't step on the thing. Haha. Yeah, I thought this was the way forward. Oh god! Oh man. Oh, Oolacile. What a party. Whoa! What the hell was that? Oh, he dropped his weapon. Oh man. Oh man, I'm in way over my head. This place is nuts. Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay, catch our breath here. Okay, focus on your breath. That's some cool stuff over there. Look at that. Look at that architecture. Would sure be interesting if we were to, you know, be able to explore that. Okay, that's trouble. That's nothing. We got a bridge. We got an item over there. Alright, alright, alright. For real, one of my favorite things about the DLC right here. Check this out. Check this guy out.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past?
Yep.
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land. But at least now there are two of us.
So, he's a merchant. He sells a lot of stuff, actually. A lot of really good stuff. Bunch of arrows. Nothing we particularly need right now, but he'll stick around.
Did you happen across Knight Artorias? The legendary abyss walker from the old tales? Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me. So, what did that giant mushroom make you do? Not that I care. It's none of my business.
So trustworthy.
I've little to talk about, really. Oh, you know me. What do I know?
We just met. I don't know the reference, but actually,
So long.
actually, what I find most interesting and awesome about this guy, who is named Chester, I think, just look at his outfit. And like he's got a little, is that a candelabra? I don't know if that's technically a candelabra. Maybe it needs more candles. But like just his general design, and I think he's wearing a mask. And he specifically talks about the fact that he was grabbed from another time and brought back here. This guy's from Bloodborne. Like, not canon, but this guy is a prototype. There's no doubt in my mind that this guy is a prototype design for, like, a member of the world of Bloodborne, right here. Like, his outfit fits perfectly. His attitude fits perfectly. Like, his little accessories, he's just ripped right out of that game. I think that's really cool because, you know, this came out before Bloodborne, so Bloodborne was probably in the like concept design phase at this point. And I think it's really neat that they like kind of drop this little hint here in a really subtle way. And Bloodborne is just a fantastic game, and the thing I like best about it is the atmosphere and the design and the look of it, for sure. And he just embodies that as like this fun little bonus thrown in for a DLC on Dark Souls. Which is great. And this is a shortcut we just opened up. So this was a little room area we came into at the beginning, and now we've connected that with this magic elevator. So when I get my ass kicked in a minute, we can get back here more quickly. All right. There's a fog gate here. 14 Estus. Got most of our pyromancies. We got a sword. Let's try. I don't even care that I lost. That fight is so fun. I can't wait to get back in there. I will try and switch things up, because I was not impressed with the damage I was doing, and it's possible that he just has, like, good fire defense. I don't know. Oh! We'll put one other ace up our sleeve here. Just in case. You know what? I'm also going to use a bit of experience I have here. Alright, so we've got a shortcut to use that makes this run up a little bit easier. As long as you don't do that, as long as you don't get killed on the way, you know, get knocked, just like grounded. I was mid-air at some point, I guess, when I got hit there. Very weird. pretty fast. Much better damage. Oh. Damn. I messed that up. Oh, I'm just forgetting how to play the game now. You can interrupt his little power up there if you shoot him in the head with an arrow. That's what I was going for, but then I fumbled the controls. Yeah. Okay, but the Baldur's Sword was clearly doing much more damage, so that will be a big improvement. I think I almost did as much damage to him there in, you know, a third of the hits. It was a big difference. And because there's really not going to be a lot of better times for it, why don't we see how he does against lightning next time, too? Yeah, hopefully I can be a little faster on the draw with that bow there when he goes to do his power-up, because if you can... That power-up is, like, it's not just an area explosion attack. He, like, gets a little bit of more abyss evil power emanating from him, and he actually hits harder after that. He does power up, and if you interrupt it, he doesn't power up. His moveset is just ingrained into my mind. Like, I know everything he's gonna do before he does it. And I still get beat. It's just a fantastic fight. I wish each and every one of you could experience it firsthand. Oh no. Oh no, I don't even remember how to use a bow in this game. Oh, and I lost my lightning because I put my sword away. That was just completely unnecessary. Also bad, also bad. Wow, look at that damage. So, I'm not gonna lie, when I pulled up my bow there and started aiming at him, I also own a Nintendo Switch, and I was playing Doom earlier, and in that game has gyro aiming, so I started moving my controller to try and aim the bow, and then nothing happened. I think I'm just not even gonna bother doing that. Artorias deserves an honest fight anyway. If he wants to power up, I'll let him. didn't actually notice how much extra damage the lightning added. I'm sure it wasn't 0. I can't reach him. Nope. Nope. Okay. Was that 3, 4 tries? Not terrible. Definitely fewer than the first time I beat him. 50,000 souls and the soul of Artorias, which is not looking so good these days, if you take a look at that picture. It's actually a regular consumable. Yes. Soul of Knight Artorias, victim of the Abyss. Soul of Lord Gwyn's Knight Artorias, who was consumed by the Abyss. The legend that Artorias repelled the Abyss only told half of the story. It seems that he was defeated, and his honor preserved by some unsung hero who is the true victor over the Abyss. That's us. We're the hero. It's a time paradox. That's what's happening here. Artorias didn't stop the Abyss like the story. We did. Or we will. If we don't give up first. Enter the gazebo. I don't want to hang out in a gazebo. You guys ever notice that like 90% of gazebos in the world have a hornet's nest in them somewhere? What's up with that? Locked. Soul of a hero. I'm loving these references that I'm not getting. Keep them coming. There's the bonfire. That's what I've been looking for. Whew. Sure. Okay, that gazebo over there, I think, is related to an arena. Let's try it. The Purple Coward's Crystal. Oh, look at all the signs. Battle of Stoicism is only available online. Duels. Oh yeah. This is the thing. The thing. Yeah. Not the time for that. We've got a job to do. Okay, so we've entered Ulyssil Township, or I think that's what it's called. Now we're checking this place out. Oh, there it is, Ulyssil Township. Hey. And we have the inhabitants of Ulyssil here. Hi, guys. They're doing okay. They're not doing good. They're doing okay. That is a shortcut that is not activated. That's alright. Aw. Got him. Oh yeah. Oh, he thought he'd get me. He thought he was smart. Thought he was smarter than me. He heard me coming and he went to hide in the corner there and he was like, yeah, I'll get him. I'll get him good. He's gonna want that item. If you heard that scream in the distance, don't worry, that's the game. That wasn't out your window. Ah, we hesitated. What do we have here? Light, huh? Sounds like we need some kind of light source. Good thing we have one. Without needing any magic whatsoever. A good old sunlight maggot. Ah, a special type of hidden wall that is activated by sunlight. Pretty neat. Pretty clever. Silver pendant. We're gonna look at that as soon as the source of these footprints, or footsteps that was making me nervous, is gone. Okay. Time to find my helmet. Where did it go? Eastern helmet. There it is. Oh, they're alphabetical, right? Okay. Now we got... I think it's in here. Yes, the silver pendant. Silver pendant engraved with the crest of Artorias, one of the ancient treasures of Anor Londo. Presented to Artorias for facing the Abyss. Effectively deflects the dark of the Abyss, especially in its magic forms. Let's see what that's like. Yeah, you do a little thing there. So let's put that on the hotbar for later. Because this actually does work. It's pendant. Whoops. Well, I guess I needed that. But you can just use it repeatedly, and it has a bit of an activation delay, but it does put out this short-lived force field that will deflect dark magic. I'll try and use it. Ah, too slow. This is a dangerous game. Yeah, deflected. It worked. The system works. Yeah, it's got a bit of a slow wind-up, so... has niche uses, but still quite important. Sorry, my controller stopped responding for a second there. Seems okay now. Oh, oh yes. Oh, there's two. see if there's anything good here first. Yes, hello. Oh, I got an I'm sorry carving. Ah, that's so important. We have to look at it right now. Oh god, unless we're about to die. What was that laugh? Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, we're gonna deal with that first. Oh. Oh. Whew. Okay, we got an I'm sorry carving. Super important. Where is it? Where is it? Head carved of arch trees by Go in his imprisonment. Go imparts an emotion to each and every completed carving, which helps him achieve personal enlightenment. When a head is disturbed, it speaks, reflecting the emotion conferred to it. This head says, I'm sorry. Have another look. Isn't that an expression of atonement? Ah, we're gonna use it. We're gonna use it.
I'm sorry.
Dark Orb, that is... Ooh. I think that's a pyromancy, folks. Let me find it. Oh, it's magic. Abyss sorcery discovered by an Ulasil sorcerer on the brink of madness. Fire giant dark orb. In contrast to standard soul sorceries, Abyss sorceries are weighty and inflict physical damage. Perhaps human souls, because of their humanity, produce sorceries with more tangible presence. So yeah, there's lore stuff happening with that. Humanity stuff. But the real story here is I'm sorry. Okay. I think we cleaned up this space, actually. Or did we? Did we go... Yeah, no, we came from... Okay, we came from up here. Alright, alright. Did we do this? Let's see what this is about. Surprised that wasn't a trap. I am kind of turned around right now. Ah, there we go. Back on track. Okay. Forward progress is happening here. Aha, treasure chest. Oh, the chain is hidden. Let's be safe. Ha ha ha. Always be safe, kids. Check the chain. And we get a wonderful reward. The very good carving.
Very good. Very good.
Amazing. Roll. Roll. Oh, I didn't roll. Oh no. I got smacked. He looks like he's having a good time over there, huh? Wait, what is like that? Oh, I just gotta. Oh, I see. Yes, just gotta use voice commands for the roll. I understand. Okay, there's just a whole big party going on down here, and we need to draw them in, not all at once, but more than 0 at a time. No? No, they don't like it. Okay. Okay. This is a good choke point, maybe. Unless there's one behind me. So many sounds. There's so much ambience. Can't handle it. Okay. Those may have been the only 2 that were coming for me. Oh. Oh, we can jump over there. And we will in a little bit. If I remember correctly, this is a fake wall. There's one around here. Nailed it. Still got it. You know what? We're still fast rolling. I'm just going to keep this on. It is kind of dark in here. Safe. Head tightening. Okay. Yeah, we don't need anything else there. Whew. Yeah. Done with that. Okay. Gotta try and get in here. Without messing it up. Yeah. Nailed it. Large shard. Cool. Oh. That's a bad one. The crest key. I don't remember what that key does, so I'm gonna read it. Don't know if it's necessary or not. My cats want dinner, so I'm gonna just take a minute soon to feed them dinner. Crest key. Bent crest key. The grooves of this crest are enchanted. The door sealed with a powerful spell. Not helpful. Ah! You were just waiting that whole time. You have a lot of patience. Yep. Very good. Okay. We can fall down here now. Maybe. Don't know if we should have or not. Twin humanities. Hooray. 2 of them. No choice but to fall down here. Oh yeah, look, this is like, you can see, it's very dark, but I think this is like the side of a toppled building, a couple of them that have fallen over. So the Abyss is like destroying the foundation of this whole kingdom. Like the earth below them is just crumbling. Ooh, getting low on the old Estus. Item over there, but... Oh man, I don't know if I want to go back in. It's just not a friendly house. I don't know how many are left. There's a bunch left. I think we need anything in there. Okay, I think we just hit a shortcut. Oh, we did. Okay. let's just, yeah, let's pop back to the bonfire and then make some forward progress. I will feed my kitty cats as well. Back in one moment. Okay, we picked up a level here, and I also wanted to go ahead and kindle this bonfire. You know, I feel like the Sunlight Maggot actually sort of goes with this armor set, so that's kind of nice. Probably just going to keep it on for a while. Excellent. Just gotta do the level up. Oh, no time for that. The invasion's starting. Oh, never mind. Invasion failed. Oh, and I don't have enough souls. Fantastic. We've become so strong. We need so many souls to grow stronger. I think that'll cover it. Okay. Off we go. Picking up where we left off. Excellent shortcut design in this level, just really a top-notch demonstration of the principles of Dark Souls. This whole area. Excellent boss fights. Interesting environments. Plenty of cheap shots. But all things that can be handled once you've learned your lesson. See, there's statues here to give you cover as you approach. I've got my own ranged attacks as well. That's all it takes. Okay, we're in this room. Kind of like a temple, maybe? I don't know, these statues are interesting. Some sort of chapel, perhaps. And we've got this guy. Oh, this guy. Look at him, look at him. What even? What even? Ah. Okay, it's getting darker. Good thing we have a flashlight. Alright, we are delving even deeper into the abyss now. The very foundations of the normal world are crumbling and falling away, giving way to something more primal, something that existed long before civilization as we know it. We have entered the abyss. Those are items in the distance. It's a big area. Chasm of the Abyss. Ooh. Look, a trap. It's a super trap, you guys. I don't really need upgrade materials anymore. Huh. Sparkly stones. Also, glowing faces in the distance. Let's try this path. Shall we? Ah, look. Look, it's humanity. Those are. Oh. Caught me off guard. So yep, these guys kind of look like ghosts, but you can hit them. They can drop humanity, the item. It's pretty nice. Let's just leave them alone for the moment. Yeah, they damage you like just when you touch them. Oh, I got the help me carving. That's nice. Oh, they're coming down. You really have to watch your health here because it's very easy to not even notice that you're being damaged by these guys. And I think when you hit them, they don't really stagger back. So they just kind of collide with you and injure you. I think the only way forward is to drop down. Ah! Okay. Oh, total whiff. Ooh, Black Flame. That's a good one. Ah. There's so many of them. But they move pretty slowly. You can just kind of run around them like that. Oh, I do not remember the layout of this place. And I've definitely missed some items here, but my goal is to kind of just make my way through it like this. And get here. Oh. Another shortcut, I think. Very far. Look at that. That was a big elevator. Let's just see where we are. Ah, yes. Back in the Royal Wood here, right before the gateway to Artorias. And there's a bonfire there, too. So why don't we sit there and then re-enter the Abyss that way? Really just going back to get about 6 more Estus flasks, but that's, I'm gonna say that's worth it. Whew. Oh. Nah. That black flame that we picked up, I believe that is a pyromancy. It is! A pyromancy discovered from the dark of the abyss by a pyromancer who wandered into Oolacile. It's like me. Conjure a great black flame in one's palm. Black flames are weighty and inflict physical damage, enough to smack away the mightiest of shields. So, that spell is very similar to Combustion, or Great Combustion, that both of which I do own already, except it's a black flame equivalent, which, as the spell description does indicate, it has like weight. It has weight to it. It's fire that like has physical pressure, and it actually does. It's actually very good at breaking through shields, whereas ordinary like traditional combustion fire is weightless. Oh, I completely took the wrong path here. Wow. That's not the right elevator. Hi, Chester. Bye, Chester. Oh, that's nothing, too. Where am I going? Jeez. Hidden wall! Let's check it out. What do we got over here? We got fun stuff over here? We got someone over there. Yeah, humanity. Awesome. So look, it's a fluffy boy. This is Sif. Sif was Artorias' companion. And the story goes that when Artorias went down into the abyss, Sif went with him. I couldn't pet him, sorry, already gone. I think it might be a she. Anyway. They went down to the abyss together, and Artorias got all messed up, and he had to retreat. And he got kind of separated from Sif by those humanity things, and so he left his great shield with Sif as a way to protect her. And he went back up on his own, and his arm got all busted up. You may have noticed when we were fighting Artorias that his left arm was broken, and I think there is a bit of lore that mentions that he's actually left-handed. So that's one of those things that, I mean, Dark Souls does sometimes, but lots of things do this, where you'll hear about or even meet this, like, legendary badass, and there's always, like, something wrong with them by the time you meet them, so that they aren't at their peak anymore, and so it's a good way to, like, you can make them still awesome at that moment, but with the knowledge that they used to be even awesomer than that. And they do that with Artorias. Like, that fight that we had, that awesome fight, he was using his offhand that whole time, and he had a broken arm already. Oh, and we got that shield. Let's just read about that cleansing great shield. I think there might be some good stuff there. Might be basically what I just said, actually. This steel great shield used by Knight Artorias, who succumbed to the abyss. Artorias, deeply scarred by the abyss, used this to form a barrier to protect his compatriot Sif. Although this drained the shield, its magic defense remains high. So yeah, it's just the great shield has good magic defense. That's the story of that shield. Alright. Take the path down. Don't quite remember. Nope. Made a wrong turn at Albuquerque here. Oh, we're just gonna run through it. Whoa! That was not the right way either. This must be the right way. And we'll go this way. eternity. Alright, so there's a pillar here we can walk down. Getting close. We're getting close, folks. I want to say this is a white Titanite slab. It's kind of an unexpected little bonus thrown in here. Right here. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Extra white slab. Interesting. We have no use for that. Okay. Here. Twin Humanities, excellent. Soul of a Hero. Okay. This is a big fog gate. We're gonna give this a shot. No need for that. Really no need for this light either. Let's go back to the full set. I went right past it again. They aren't in alphabetical order. Alright. Let's see how much I remember. Good first try. So that was Manus, a primeval human. He was disturbed or unearthed in some way by the Ulasil civilization, which is what led to the spread of the Abyss, with his great overflowing humanity. Why do I keep going to the wrong elevator? As you may have I seen? No, I have not. You may wait. Did I? Wait, are there 3 elevators? How many elevators are there? Help. Okay. Oh, there's 2 elevators on this side. Now I get it. Okay, so I used that silver pendant during the fight, and I used its ability to deflect dark magic. It's actually very handy once you learn how to react fast enough to make use of it. The run back to the boss isn't actually that far or that bad if you're not an idiot and you take the right elevator on the first try. This guy's usually trouble if you don't take care of him, but I think you can run past everything else. Just make a beeline right for old Manus. I was pretty happy with the damage I was doing there, actually. Like, that fight definitely felt winnable in my current state. I could throw some lightning on there if I really wanted to, but I'm gonna give it a shot like this. At least a couple more times, and then maybe we'll consider a new strategy. Oh. You don't want to be near him when he decides to use that move, I guess. That was going really well for a while. I was doing well until I died. Okay, we're gonna get the right elevator. It's this one. Good work, everyone. Goes so far down. when he does that cloud above him, that particular dark magic attack, I always block most of it, but there seems to be one large blob of death that just kind of hangs out up there extra long and then goes at you. That one always gets me. Got me a couple of times there. Very upset that I took that little tiny bit of fall damage there. Aww. The blob of death, yeah, that got me last time. That time it was just a jumping attack. Pretty straightforward. Oof. Okay. So there are other options here if I want to not do it as purely as possible. I can summon Sif in that fight if I'm human. I can summon other players if I see their signs. I'm gonna give it one more go. One more go all alone. Let's see if that helps. Oh, it does. Helps a lot. Caught me. Ah, that's gonna get me. It's gonna get me. Okay, Sif time. You got it. have to be human. Try not to get invaded on my way over. Oh, I got invaded. Got invaded. Alright. Get this over with. Ah. Indicting because it encourages player interaction, not because of salt. He fought well, he deserved the win. Okay, we'll try that once more. Come on, come on, come on! Whew. Alright, we're gonna head back now in human form, look for that summon sign that you may have noticed in my very first fight. I did walk right over the summon sign for Sif. It's just in the fight. So we can get some help from a doggo. It definitely doesn't make the fight into a joke or anything, though. There is still a very high chance of death. I don't know if I can get invaded while I'm in this spot, in this area. Hasn't happened yet. Alright. There it is. But, yeah, you gotta wait until you have an opening. There we go. Caught me. Oof, I think I'll be okay. Sif got some hits there, too. No, Sif! For the doggo! Good work, Sif. Good girl. Yeah. Soul of Manus and 10 humanity, plus this girl as a reward as well. Alright. Soul of Manus. Soul of Manus, father of the abyss. This extraordinary soul is a vicious, lukewarm lump of gentle humanity. Ancient Manus was clearly once human, but he became the father of the abyss after his humanity went wild, eternally seeking his precious broken pendant. I didn't have any treats with me, sorry. That's all you get. So she's had a rough day. And we got a level there. Awesome. That was a big accomplishment. In terms of game progress. Now, there was a key that we grabbed on our little trip towards Manus there. We never used that key. But I know where it goes. Haha! I know where it goes. We're gonna go see Hawkeye go. Hey, buddy!
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias. An old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid.
Okay, so keep that part in mind. He is blind right now. He cannot see. Keep that in mind. So he sells stuff. He sells more of these carvings, which we're definitely going to pick up. He sells shards at, like, very reasonable prices. And he sells great arrows for anyone's gigantic bow.
If thou seekest to explore this domain, be wary of a black dragon. I fear thee no match for this terrible beast. There's very little to be said. What good is a dog with no hairs to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive, I suppose. There's very what good is, but I'm farewell, human. Lead thy life as thou seest fit. Well, thou comest again. Thou art a strange one. There's very but I'm
We do want to get some new dialogue from him.
farewell, human. Lead thy life as thou seest fit.
I think we'll have to do a little bit more exploring. He is carving. He's carving pieces of wood into those faces that we've been finding. He's the one that makes those little talking wood heads. The idea is that he carves the shape and the interior in such a way that the way sound bounces bounces around inside of them. That's what makes them talk. It's kind of nonsense, but I think it's a neat little idea. Oh yes, there is someone we haven't spoken to.
You. Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it?
She wants the soul of Artorias. This is Siran. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but this is one of the Knights of Gwyn.
Thank you. You are very kind. Please take this. I no longer need it.
The Dark Silver Tracer and the Gold Tracer.
May the Lord guide thee. May the Lord...
Okay. Take a look at those. The Gold Tracer. We do have the stats to wield it. Curved sword used by the Lord's Blade Siren, one of Lord Gwyn's 4 knights. Siren brandishes her sword in a mesmerizing dance, etching the darkness with dire streaks of gold. Also the... I zipped right past it. Dark Silver Tracer, which we can wield as well. A dark silver dagger used by the Lord's Blade Siren of Gwyn's 4 knights. The victim is first distracted by dazzling streaks of the Gold Tracer, then stung by the vicious poison of this dagger. Yes, those weapons were the inspiration for Tracer. Yes, you got it. I just wanted to wave one of them around for a second because it is affectionately known as the banana. Just fixing this up. I want more of these. Okay, no, that's not the one. We want the Gold Tracer. Yeah, look at those bananas. I don't know. That's Go Banana. That's just what people call it. The nifty weapon. We're a little late in the game to be switching right now for this humble playthrough. But okay. I want Hawkeye Go to tell me some new things, and I think I need to go meet a dragon before he will do that. There's one more challenge left here in the DLC. And those guys came out of nowhere. I did not notice them until they were very close. They had good camouflage. Oh, hello. Hey, buddy. Sure. Oh boy, goodies. Let's grab them. Oh no. Ah! Immediately dead. Oh no, how am I ever gonna fight a dragon that flies in the air like that? I bet we can get a level. Oh yeah. That's a level right there. So we're having dragon problems. So we're gonna talk to our buddy, Hawkeye Go, the blind giant.
Tomorrow, is the black dragon posing the duress? Yes, I thought as much. He's called Calamite. Ferocious dragon indeed. Even mighty Anna Londa dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but thy intent is to persevere to the bitter end. Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goth hunts dragons. Yes. A truer shot was never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Ah, dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling.
So yeah, this guy's awesome. Also, yes, these are not potatoes, they're wood carvings. Accept it. So, he took down that dragon, grounded him, but we've got to go finish the job. And finish the DLC. And then finish the game! Okay. Okay, okay. Good first try. Fairly sure he's highly resistant to fire, so Pyromancy's not going to be a good strategy, nor is switching to the Fury Sword. I think basically the setup I've got now, although if I have more lightning, as a dragon, he should not like lightning. I do have more lightning. I went the wrong way. Again, not a terrible run back to the boss from here. Pretty reasonable stuff. Fight a couple dogs on the way. Shouldn't be a big problem most of the time. We've got enough poise that we don't get stun locked by multiples, which can go bad very quickly. Of course, Kalameet here, continuing the tradition of this DLC having great bosses. Super fun fight, in my opinion. And it's a dragon, like, you know, it's a classic type of fight. The bosses are, you know, really very evenly spread out in the DLC. Really, there's 4, right? There's the Sanctuary Guardian as soon as you get in, which is like this interesting, unique beast type of boss. And then you've got Artorias, which is like a, you know, like a one-on-one duel between guys with swords. You got Manus, which is just kind of in a category on its own. And then you got a dragon. So really all your bases are covered. Get lots of time to prepare in this fight, which is nice. I didn't run away in time. I'm sorry about that noise if it's coming out as horribly as it sounds for me right now. Aww. Did you see the tail clip me there? Oh. I knew that move was coming. I read it. It just, I think I dodged his head swipe, but then he came around with the tail. I wonder how active this boss fight is for co-op and stuff. Like, if I put my sign down, I wonder if I get summoned. Maybe I'll just try. I'll just wait for a minute. I have a lot of items. There it is. I was near the top. Yeah. Let's just give that a moment. See how active this is. Not really expecting it to work, actually. Just give it about a minute. If we don't get anyone, we'll run back in. Let's see, equipment-wise, how are we doing here? I've created a little bit of wiggle room for myself. Actually, could I be wearing the Grass Crest shield now? 28. Yep. Awesome. Awesome. I think I just recently got enough stamina to keep that on me. Which means I'll get the extra little passive bonus of raised stamina recovery. And I'll still roll quickly and run quickly. Alright. That's a reasonable length of time. One more gold pine resin to try out. So you just press B without holding a direction to slide down the ladder in this game. In Dark Souls 2, if you're on a ladder and you just press B, you jump off the ladder. So if you're high up, you die. Aw. Just a little bit. Oh, come on. Ooh, just out of range. Ah. Aww. Lame. Lame way to die. Lame way to die, and that was close. I'll pick up some more lightning.
I salute the grandeur of thine enterprise. Please allow me to express my gratitude. I thank thee, as do we all.
Yay. Oh, we'll look at that item in a second, actually. I think we picked one up earlier.
May the flames guide thee.
Elizabeth's mushroom. Large medicinal mushroom of Elizabeth, keeper of the sanctuary. Eating this mushroom invigorates the flesh, greatly restores HP for a limited duration. This dramatic effect can make the difference between a warrior's life and death. So it is like an interesting consumable item that just gives you like really fast health regen for a little while. Pretty handy, actually. You know, when you want to use it. Okay, we've got more gold pine resin. We're gonna give this dragon another couple of whacks. I can always try going there as a human and seeing if there are some summon signs. See if people are interested in helping. I really would like to beat him on my own. I feel like I can do it. It is a tough fight. You know, if you ask most people, I'm not sure if people would agree that Manus or Kalameet is the harder fight. I think on average people probably have more trouble with Manus, but I don't know. And Kalameet's also very optional. I mean, this whole thing is DLC, so it's all optional. But Manus is clearly meant to be like the main plot thread of this area, whereas Kalameet is kind of like the bonus challenge boss. And a lot of the Dark Souls DLCs going forward operate that way, where there will be a like a plot boss and then a side boss in some form. There's Midir in Dark Souls 3. In the Ringed City, there's the dragon Midir. Sounds a lot like Murder. And here we have Kalameet, sounds a lot like maybe Calamity. Oh, I didn't put the lightning on. Oh well. Oh man, such a bendy neck. Big damage. Could have got damage in there, but I wanted to heal. Felt like I had nowhere to go there. Ooh, that's a big lunge. Got very lucky there, not getting hit at all. Thought I could get under the tail. I knew it was coming. Running away from it is usually really hard if you're that close. Oh, yay, we got away from it. Ugh. Got him. You can cut his tail, by the way. Just like Seath, you can cut his tail, and just like all the dragon-type enemies in the game, you can cut their tail for a unique weapon. But much like Seath's fight, when you go for the tail cut on Kalameet here, it is a whole different fight. It is so much harder to get clean hits on that tail. Also, this oddly lighted treasure chest is back here with the Titanite slab. Hooray. Fantastic. Okay, so I don't believe we got the soul of Kalameet. I was talking there when it would have come up. We did get a ring instead, but I don't think we got his soul. I guess he didn't have a soul. No. He sold his soul. This ring... A ring enchanted by the orange eye of Kalameet, the bringer of calamity. Double damage received by its wearer. A useless ring befitting of no finger, best left unknown, or at least well hidden. So that's like a double hard mode ring you can wear if you just want to use up a ring slot while taking 2 times damage. Don't believe I've ever had the pleasure of using it. Just one more item to grab here that I noticed earlier. Cool. Not really important. Alright. Whoops. That is the DLC, folks. And you know what that means. It means there isn't any other major objective left but to finish the game. Ah, look at that. I'm 7 souls short of a second level there. 7 souls short of a second level. Difficult sentence. I think that'll do it. Let's see, now that I'm wearing everything I want to wear while fast rolling... Ah, but that's an odd number. No, we'll do that, and then that. Cool. Okay. Alright, we're on our way. It was certainly not a 100% run.
No, I'm fine.
But we've done everything we need to do.
Well and wide awake. Do
For
not
this
treat me
last
like
part
an
to
old
begin.
withering snake.
Not over yet.
I am pleased to see you. Is it? Very well.
We've already seen this. Back to Firelink Altar, and now we're going to proceed through this door. These ghostly knights crossing the threshold. Looks pretty cool. Can't interact with them. And we arrive here. The kiln of the first flame. That's enough of that. So this is just ash everywhere. We're in like a giant ashtray. Ah, I want to practice. Oh no. Haha. Wanted to practice my parries. Probably shouldn't have done it with him. Oh no. Alright, we gotta take a trip. properly rested at the nearest bonfire, and in human form. Ah. Jeez. Ooh, nice. So yeah, quite fitting of the whole theme, or a lot of the design elements in Dark Souls here. At the end of the game, we have to run through this gauntlet of Black Knights, just one after the other. And of course, at the beginning of the game, the very first Black Knight that you encounter wasn't exactly a boss per se, but he was this, like, optional, extra tough challenge that can very easily kick your ass for quite a while. And now you're forced to start dealing with them like regular enemies here at the end of the game. 4 hits? Wild, man. Oh. Oop. He broke. Ah, yeah, and you get the Black Knight set here. Ooh, I wonder how heavy it is. I bet it's really heavy. Okay, so that chest piece is 12.3. Oh, it's not that much more. Armor of the Black Knights who haunt Lordran. The knights followed Lord Gwyn when he departed to link the fire, but they were burnt to ashes in the newly kindled flame, wandering the world as disembodied spirits ever after. Let's just see how that works out if we put that on. Let's just see if there's a way we can manage this. Oh, probably without that. 34. No. Ah. Unless. Unless we equip the Ring of Favor and Protection to get more load. Equip load. Yep. Alright, it's on now. If we take it off, it goes away. Oh, now we're fast rolling. Let's see, can I put the shield on? 100. Oh, I can go up to 35. No, I don't think I can put the shield on. So it's just going to be the basics. But we can fast roll. I like it. Large Lincoln has invaded. I forgot that you can get invaded here. Oh my god. We almost got him, guys. That's okay. Oh, gotta stay human. For reasons. I always thought it was really cute how, even when your character's wearing the same armor as these Black Knights, you're like, maybe like 4/5 the size of the Black Knights, so you just look like a little mini version of them when you're next to them. So many of those greatswords. It took a really long time to die, too. That was very weird. Sorry about that. Bit of a setback. God, I have so much stamina. That ring is amazing. And health. Ooh, the Black Knight shield. Oh, that was cool. That was really cool. We both did the same thing. And neither of us flinched, too. Okay. Here's where we were visited before. Oh, did I go human? Did I turn into a human? Oh, I did. Shoot. Here we are. And if I were human, there'd be a summon sign, I think. Alright, we're gonna give it a shot, and that way it's win-win, because if I lose, I will become a human for the next run. That's okay. So that's Gwyn. Now the Lord of Cinder, no longer the Lord of Sunlight. He sacrificed himself to link the fire and prolong the Age of Fire. So he, even the great Lord Gwyn, after all that time had passed and he had given so much, he is now finally hollow as well. And so he's still very strong, but he's just another mindless monster that immediately attacks you. I just want to triple check that I turned into a human. Yes, I started talking. I was worried I forgot to. Alright, let's see if we can not be murdered by an invader this time. That's how it goes, though. You want the option to summon help, you open yourself up to invasion. That's just the rule. This place is cool, right? You can tell that, you know, this is clearly a very elaborate, large, grand structure. And at the same time, you can tell that you can imagine that the event of linking the fire is this huge... You can see the remnants of, like, this massive explosion of flame that you can just picture happening here and, like, creating these streaks in the stone. Yeah, like that. Like the blowback. That's crazy. Oh! Do we have repair powder? My weapon is almost broken. Wow. What excellent timing. Ooh. Guess I had to repair it once more this game. Okay, we're gonna switch to the Fury Sword. And I can still fast roll. Okay, because that's slightly heavier, so I wasn't sure if I could. Alright, I guess we're gonna use it with we're gonna try it with this weapon. These guys have pretty good fire defense, and I don't know if Gwyn does too, so that might make this more difficult. Okay. Did I not... Aw. So if you do things right, you can summon Solaire here in this fight. But I don't see his sign. I thought it was around here. I guess I didn't do things right. So that whole obsession I had about coming here in human form was wasted. Great. Great. Alright, let's just try this. So tough. That is a grab attack. Ooh, 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 ooh. Got him. We did it. We made it to the kiln where the husk of Gwyn was waiting for us. Took him down, we got his soul. Soul of Gwyn, the Lord of Cinder. Soul of the Gwyn. Soul of the Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight and Cinder, who linked the first flame. Lord Gwyn bequeathed most of his power to the gods, and burned as cinder for the first flame. But even so, Lord Gwyn's soul is a powerful thing indeed. You can see visually, it's like really bright and loud. So we did it! This is what Frant told us was our destiny. To come here and succeed Lord Gwyn, and by succeed he meant murder. And then just take over and offer ourselves to link the flame in his place now that he's all burned out. Press A to link the fire. But is that our only option? Is it right to continue the Age of Fire if it goes against the natural order of things? There's a choice here, and this game has two endings. You can walk out that door, or you can hit the A button. You hit the A button, you link the fire and you sacrifice yourself and you burn, and there's a little cinematic for that. That's pretty much all you get. That's the ending, and the credits roll. Which is totally fine. It's a fine ending to a fine game. If you walk out this door, you get kind of the alternate ending. The ending where you go against what the narrative has been gently nudging you towards. And I think it's at least the more interesting cutscene to watch, so that's what I'm going to go with right now. You can decide for yourself one day.
My lord, bless thy safe return. Let Kath and Frampt serve your highness. We are here to serve your highness. Let true dark be cast upon the world. Our Lord hath returned.
We did it, you guys. Yeah, so there's other serpents there, and they mention a serpent named Kath, who you actually can meet in the game if you fulfill certain requirements. You have to kill the 4 kings very early before you get the Lord Vessel. And Kath will then reveal himself to you when you're in the Abyss, where you fight the 4 kings. And he tells you about your other destiny, to be the new Dark Lord, and that you need to prevent the linking of the fire, prevent the Age of Fire from continuing, and instead usher in an Age of Dark, because Dark is intertwined with humanity, and the natural progression of things is that after the Age of Fire there is an Age of Dark, or there's supposed to be, and that is the time of humanity. And Dark Souls plays with the idea of light and dark. It, discusses the topic of why light always has to necessarily be good or not, and why dark always has to necessarily be bad. The differences between them and all that. I don't really feel equipped to go too in-depth in this philosophical discussion right now. We're just watching some credits to a video game. But, gotta fill the time because the credits are credits, and there are just a lot of names scrolling past you that don't really mean much. Unless you know some of these names, that's great. So this was also my first game that I've tried streaming here on Twitch, and now it's complete, so that's nice. I can check that off. I've enjoyed it a lot. I've started thinking about what I want to do next, and I'm not really 100% decided. One option in my head is to just proceed down the Dark Souls path and play Dark Souls 2, and then play Dark Souls 3, and then I don't know what after that, because Bloodborne isn't on PC, and right now I'm mostly just set up to do things on PC. Alternatively, I could hop into some smaller indie games that maybe are more popular. I have to kind of decide where my priorities lie here, but I also do feel more comfortable playing games that I've beaten before, like this one and like all the other Dark Souls games, because I won't get lost, I won't get, I won't hit a wall and be unable to proceed, hopefully. Whereas if I dive into a new game in this kind of setting, it could be a lot more difficult and stressful for me. So, I haven't decided yet. I'm taking opinions if you have them. One thing I do know is that I want to continue. So, it's just a matter of what and when. Overall, I was pretty happy with how that playthrough went for me. I was, concerned that I was really going to stumble at some of the harder bosses. Beating Ornstein and Smough on my second try felt great, because that was definitely a possible sticking point where I could have been stuck for a while. Maybe even had it to end the streaming session and come back to it fresh and try and beat it, but fortunately it didn't come to that at any point. Not for them, not for Manus, who's pretty tough, not for any of the other hard ones. So, stream Minesweeper, yeah, that sounds good. I do know Minesweeper. I do know how to play Minesweeper. Yeah, I don't know. In the summer, I think in July, I need to check, there is a new Mega Man X collection coming out on Steam that contains 1 through 4, or 1 through 8 rather. I'd really like to play through all of those, actually, one after the other, right from the beginning all through to 8. which means, yeah, I will have to play 7, which I've never actually touched because it's so horrible. But I love those games. I mean, the good ones. I love them so much, and the good ones I know really well. So I might hop into that when the time comes, but that's still months away, so I need to probably find something to fill the time. Given that this Dark Souls Remaster playthrough only took, what, geez, a little more than a week? Yeah. Oh, okay. These credits are actually shorter than I remembered, and the game just boots you right into New Game Plus immediately.
Indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
And welcome to New Game Plus. We have everything that we ended the New Game original with. So just tons of options. Just gonna show you one thing really quick and then we're gonna wrap it up. So in New Game Plus, from what I remember actually, like enemy placement and stuff and item placement is all the same. They just have more health and they deal more damage. As far as I know, those are the only differences. I was never a big fan of the New Game Plus. Like, I mean, I guess I wouldn't say that. I like that it exists, obviously, and stuff. It's nice, but I always preferred to just, like, start a new character immediately after beating this, rather than playing through again with the same character, you know? I just wanted to try something here, because, see, in a regular new game, you're not equipped to fight this guy the first time you meet him, but now we have a good weapon and everything, right? And now we can do tons of damage to him. So you can just beat him up immediately. Like that. And if you do, you get a reward, which is kind of neat. You get that he will always drop his weapon if you just decide to kill him right there. I believe we can open the door and... No, you can't. Okay. So there's some other stuff going on there. I just wanted to show that off really quick. That's the last thing. Okay. So that's it. So from me to you, thank you very much for if you tuned in for any or all of this playthrough. I really appreciate it. I'm just starting out here. Still got a lot to learn, but I hope we had some fun moments together. And I look forward to seeing you again in the future. But for now, stay tuned for updates on you know, when I'm going to stream again and what game it is. It may not be far away, but I haven't decided yet. Okay. And that's going to be it. Bye-bye.